vil bare gerne lige starte den her video ud med at sige, hver eneste af jer, der har trykket på subscribe-knappen, jeg elsker jer. I er de bedste. Let's go. Skud ud til jer. Men lidt modsat det. Vi skal faktisk reagere på noget lidt. Jeg som sagt noget modsat i dag. Vi skal reagere på fodboldholdkammerater, der faktisk havde hinanden. Ja, mine damer og herrer, så vi kan se her non-stop fodbold. Vi har reageret på nogle af deres videoer før. Igen, det er det her med, at der rent faktisk er noget kommentar, altså sådan noget commentary indover for dem her. Det kan jeg rigtig, rigtig godt lide, så skud til dem. Link som altid til videoen nede i beskrivelsen. Jeg er meget spændt på at se, hvad de har til os i posen her. Så ja, skal vi bare komme i gang.
10 sets of teammates who hated each other. John Terry and Wayne Bridge.
Selvfølgelig. Vi starter ud med den obvious.
Why Wayne Bridge wasn't too fond of John Terry. Bridge dated a woman called Vanessa Perencel for 5 years during his time at Chelsea. The relationship ended when the left-back moved to Manchester City in 2009, but the pair remained in touch as they had a son together. At that point, Terry allegedly had an affair
with John Terry who is yeah, is Mr. Steal Your Girl
with Perencel. He tried to keep the story secret by taking out a super injunction, but this was overturned by a judge, and British newspapers were free to spill the beans.
Yep.
Bridge and Terry were England teammates, but the left-back decided to retire from international duty once the alleged affair became public. When the two men next came face-to-face before the Chelsea vs Man City game, Bridge refused to shake Terry's hand.
Yep.
Mauro Icardi and...
I mean, I get it. I get it et eller andet sted. Altså prøv at høre. Jeg ved godt, det her med sådan John Terry og sådan noget. Og jeg synes, altså, I mean, det er jo ikke fordi han stjal hende. Altså, de var jo gået fra hinanden på det tidspunkt. Wayne Bridge og Vanessa. De var jo ikke sammen på det tidspunkt. Men stadigvæk. Det er det, jeg tænker, man har sgu lidt respekt for for generelt bare sine medmennesker. Altså, hvis man er nogle gode mates, eller i hvert fald bare gode holdkammerater, så synes jeg lige, man tænker, jeg skytter lige udenom her. Så ja, den er ikke så god på John Terry, den der endtes med at miste. Han blev vel egentlig, det var der, han blev frataget kaptajnbåndet for Englands landshold. Både dengang, og så selvfølgelig også dengang, der havde den der racisme-sag med Rio Ferdinand. Så ja, John Terry, han er... Jeg kan godt forstå, at der er nogle folk, der ikke rigtig bryder sig om ham. Det er sådan set fair nok.
Maxi Lopez.
Og den her også. Bro, fuck Icardi.
And Maxi Lopez, who played together at Sampdoria in the 2012-13 season. Lopez was married to Wanda Nara, and the couple had 3 sons together.
Fuck Wanda Nara, altså hende. Altså fuck hende. Det kan godt hurtigt sige det. He
became friends with Icardi, a fellow Argentine. Lopez helped him feel settled in Italy, and the pair even went on holiday together. Little did he know that Icardi was having an affair with his wife.
Yep.
Lopez found out he broke off his relationships with Nara and Icardi. Unsurprisingly, the public sided with Lopez. Icardi has only played 8 times for Argentina, and it's been suggested that his betrayal of his former friend is one of the main reasons why he's been overlooked. Lopez is close with Messi, so that'd make sense. Icardi and Nara are now married and have 2 daughters together.
Se, det er også fint, og det er meget sødt og sådan noget, men det er en ting, jeg synes er så klamt ved Icardi, det er det der med, at han fik tatoveret en af børnene, altså en af Maxi og Wandas børn, som de fik sammen, fik tatoveret det barn, som ikke er hans, altså rent sådan, altså biologisk. Der var sådan lidt, bro, det gør man bare ikke. Hvis jeg havde et barn sammen med min kæreste nu, vi gik fra hinanden, og hendes nye kæreste fik en tatovering af mit barn, fuck, jeg vil gå helt amok ind i. Så igen, nu er det fuck Icardi og fuck Wanda. Maxi Lopez, my fucking king, my goat, come on, let's go. Don't know the thing. Ja, vi
Teddy married and had 2 daughters together. Teddy Sheringham and Andy Cole. Teddy Sheringham and Andy Cole's feud dates back to 1995. Cole was about to come on for Sheringham to make his England debut against Uruguay. I was so nervous it was frightening, he remembered years later. Cole expected Sheringham to wish him good luck or shake his hand, but his future Manchester United teammate simply ignored him.
Oh, wow.
Cole never forgave him. The strike pair spent 4 years together at Old Trafford. They won 3 Premier League titles, an FA Cup and the Champions League in the same side. Yet Cole and Sheringham never said a word to each other. Roy Keane once had to break up a fight between them in the tunnel before Keane went for Sheringham himself. Things got so bad that Cole said he'd rather have a chat with Neil Ruddock, the man who broke his leg, than Sheringham.
Holy shit, de var holdkammerater. Men prøv at se over, at de vandt ting sammen. Det viser altså bare professionalister. Altså, eller professionalister, er det et ord, det ved jeg ikke. Men det her med, at man snakker om United-spillere nu, og sådan noget der. Bro, der er bare sådan nogle divaer, der ikke kan sammen. Du havde 2 spillere, der vildt havde hinanden. Og de vandt titler, fordi de professionelle fodspillere, bro. Fair play.
Toure and William Gallas. Kolo Toure and William Gallas played together at centre-back for Arsenal.
Det vidste jeg faktisk ikke engang, det her. Det har jeg aldrig hørt om før.
Hostility between them got so bad that they refused to talk to each other on the pitch.
Oh,
Gallas
wow.
alienated many of his teammates with his bizarre reaction to a 2-2 draw with Birmingham in 2008. Arsenal conceded a late goal, and the Frenchman sat alone in the centre circle after the final whistle. Gallas was then stripped of the captaincy the following season after publicly questioning the bravery of his colleagues. Toure wasn't impressed with his fellow defender's behaviour. The rift only got bigger when Gallas had a go at Toure after a 0-0 draw with Aston Villa. By then, Toure already knew the situation couldn't continue. Me and Gallas, we didn't talk to each other at all, he said. One of us had to go, and it was me. It was coming down to me, really, because I didn't want to put the team in a difficult position. So I was the one who said I wanted to go.
Fair play.
Zlatan...
Jeg skal også bare lige hurtigt sige, Gallas er fandme en spiller, der også bare har været i nogle kontroverser gennem tiden. Altså også bare det her med Chelsea. Han så bare siger, hvis Chelsea ikke lader mig gå, så næste gang jeg spiller, så scorer jeg selv mål. Eller noget af den siger i hvert fald. Fucking mad lad.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a big personality who has quite a high opinion of himself. One man who didn't warm to Zlatan was Oguchi Onyewu, who played alongside the Swede at AC Milan. In fact, that's probably an understatement. The two once came to blows after a training ground incident. Onyewu was on the end of a dangerous tackle from Ibrahimovic. Some players wouldn't be brave enough to confront the 6'5" striker who's a black belt in Taekwondo. Onyewu didn't care about that. He laid into Zlatan, who was left with a broken rib after the brawl. AC Milan insisted the pair patched it up afterwards. But Onyewu still left the club at the end of the season.
Det har jeg aldrig hørt om før. What the fuck? Okay, det er sindssygt. Det er respekt, altså for alligevel lige altså det er Zlatan. Bare lige for at stand up til ham. Det kræver nogle balls.
And Karim Benzema.
Den kender vi godt,
Karim Benzema
Benzema er Valbuena.
100 appearances for France. If it wasn't for his long-running dispute with Mathieu Valbuena, he'd have reached a century of caps a while ago. In November 2015, Benzema was arrested for allegedly blackmailing Valbuena over the recording of a sex tape which supposedly featured the attacking midfielder. The French Football Federation soon suspended Benzema from the national team, and the striker missed the 2018 World Cup as the high-profile case rumbled on. The incident didn't help Valbuena either. He last played for Les Bleus in 2015 before the scandal came to light. In 2021, Benzema was found guilty of conspiring to blackmail his former France teammate. The Real Madrid striker was given a 1-year suspended sentence and handed a €750,000 fine.
Jeg føler noget, der også bliver overset det her med Benzema, men altså også bare fordi, igen, Valbuenas karriere gik bare straight downhill derfra. Benzema, der var sådan lidt sådan, ja, på det tidspunkt i hvert fald, sådan lidt svingende, og så her på det sidste har han bare været fucking insane, så fair play for dem, men jeg føler, at det er også noget, der bliver overset. Benzema sådan lidt dirty stuff, det der.
Bellamy and John Ariza. Throughout his career, Craig Bellamy was known to be a difficult character. The fiery Welshman often fell out with teammates, but the animosity between him and John Ariza reached new heights. Ahead of a Champions League tie against Barcelona in 2007, Rafa Benitez took his Liverpool team away for some warm weather training. The players were supposed to be in a relaxed mood, not Bellamy. After an argument which started when Riza refused to sing karaoke, Bellamy attacked the new...
De havde en diskussion, fordi John Ariza ikke ville synge karaoke med Greg Bellamy. Hvad er det her? Hvad er det, jeg ser? Hvad er det, jeg sidder og ser på?
Norwegian with a golf club. He tried to hit my karaoke. Bellamy attacked the Norwegian with a golf club. He tried to hit my shingles, which would have ended my career, but I managed to pull my leg away in time, Riza remembered. Curiously, Bellamy and Riza were the two players who scored as Liverpool beat Barca 2-1. After his goal, Bellamy celebrated by swinging an imaginary golf club.
Oh my god, hvorfor har jeg aldrig hørt det her? Det er jo det sygeste. Okay, så John Ariza vil ikke synge karaoke, så vidt jeg forstod, med Greg Bellamy. Så derfor bliver Greg Bellamy sur og forsøger at angribe ham med en fucking golfkølle. Så vidt jeg ved, det var dagen inden, i hvert fald op til en kamp i Champions League mod Barcelona i 2007. Og så scorer de begge to i den kamp. Bellamy jubler ved at lave en golfkølle på scenen. Det er det sygeste, jeg nogensinde har set. Fuck, hvor er det? Det er total random. What the fuck is that?
Now, then you think about it, it's surprising that goalkeepers don't fall out more often.
Faktisk true, ja, som man siger her, det her med, at vi har 2 keepers her, der sådan lige pludselig har en fight, og det er ofte sådan, det er sjovt der med, at du har bare sådan en som for eksempel Kepa og Mendy kan jeg jo personligt fra Chelsea, eller jeg kender ham ikke personligt, men I ved, hvad jeg mener, som Chelsea-fan og så videre. Det her med sådan, at du har Mendy, der bare bliver hentet ind bare for at erstatte Kepa, og de er bare sådan, de er bare de best buddies. Altså, det er, altså jeg har respekt for det.
Jens Lehmann and Oliver Kahn were both competing to be Germany's #1. A little bit of tension was inevitable. To be fair, these two took it beyond a little bit of tension. Both wanted what was best for Germany, but there was genuine animosity between them. Lehmann first became Kahn's understudy in 1998. 5 years later, the Arsenal goalkeeper stated publicly that he should be Germany's first-choice shot-stopper. Things quickly got personal.
Spicy.
Lehmann poked fun at Kahn after he had an affair with a 21-year-old barmaid while his wife was pregnant. A few years later, Kahn mocked Lehmann for losing his place to Manuel Almunia at Arsenal. Lehmann...
Bro, den kan du kan ikke komme tilbage fra den. Du tabte din plads til fucking Almunia. Ja, der er ikke noget comeback, du kan komme tilbage med derfra. Altså.
Is constantly provoking, and he's been doing it for years. Kahn said in 2004, the situation is escalating and has to be resolved. It never really was. Romario and Edmundo.
Okay, så der er ikke rigtig nogen ending, eller ending, siger jeg på dansk, nogen sådan afslutning på den, det var lidt vildt. Okay, fair.
When two strikers have great on-field chemistry, it's easy to assume they're also close off the pitch.
Yep.
That wasn't true for Romario and Edmundo, who somehow managed to develop an excellent strike partnership despite their mutual dislike. The duo played together for Vasco da Gama and the Brazil national team. They both starred as Vasco beat Manchester United in the Club World Cup in 2000. Look away now, Gary Neville. The strikers fell out in unusual circumstances. Romario owned a bar and placed a picture of Edmundo sitting on a deflated ball above the door to the toilets. When Edmundo found out, he wasn't best pleased. Their friendship soon broke down. Later, when Romario was offered a new contract by Vasco, he said he'd only sign if he could take over the captaincy from Edmundo. Another time, Romario broke ranks and took a penalty which was supposed to be Edmundo's. Maybe he should have listened to his partner. Romario smashed the ball against the crossbar. Kevin De Bruyne and...
Bro, det er altså vildt. Altså, sorry, jeg pauser igen her, men fuck, man, det bliver bare personal. Altså, fuck det der. Og det der er vildt igen, det der med, de er bare stadig vanvittige. Altså, de havde et godt parskab på banen. Det synes jeg er vildt imponerende.
When you watch Belgium play,
og så selvfølgelig den helt store.
De Bruyne and Thibaut Courtois don't get on. The pair have been estranged for years after De Bruyne's girlfriend, Caroline Linnan, cheated on him with the goalkeeper in 2014. Linnan insisted it only happened because De Bruyne had cheated on her previously. Either way, the midfielder was angry with Courtois. They still haven't patched things up 8 years later. Although I still can't believe what Courtois has done, we continue to work together professionally, De Bruyne wrote in his autobiography. Still, it must have felt particularly sweet for KDB when he scored a penalty against Courtois in the Champions League in 2020.
Ja, det er også vildt, den der hele historie, fordi det er sådan noget, jeg synes, der er vildt, det er, at den historie har jeg har i hvert fald personligt kendt til den i lang tid. Jeg føler altså ikke, der bliver snakket nok om det, men det er også fordi det her med, som man siger, man kan faktisk ikke rigtig altså du ser det ikke på Courtois og Kevin De Bruyne, der er noget, altså de ordner begge to faktisk virkelig professionelt. Specielt De Bruyne må jeg tage hatten af for. Altså det her med, ja okay, en ting er, hvis han har været utro først og sådan noget der. Det er en ting med sin kæreste, men det der med, at Courtois kommer ind, en holdkammerat, det er altså kollega og så videre. Det er over grænsen, så fair play, men ja, wow, det her var faktisk en virkelig fed, informativ video, så kæmpe fucking skud til non-stop football. Jeg kan se, der står noget her. Den er ikke åbenbart ikke sand, den her. Okay. Well, det kan I selv gå ind og læse om, hvis der I har lyst i hvert fald. Jeg tænker, at det var det for den her video, mine damer og herrer, men det var en kæmpe fornøjelse endnu en gang. Der er så mange flere fede videoer, vi reagerer på for det her non-stop football, så det tænker jeg, at vi gør. Og ja, andet der kan sige, end selvfølgelig som altid, tusind mange gange tak, fordi I som er sammen. Hvis I nød videoen her, så glem selvfølgelig at gå ned og smid like på den. Subscribe til som jeg. Og vi ses.